Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gents, and welcome to episode 13 of the Corncast. I guess this is going to be an unlucky episode, guys, so... I'm your host, Alex, joined here as always by James, aka the Passionate Napper. Yep.
There he is.
He's there somewhere. Jim, the master of reloads.
I prefer Beast.
Okay. And Ruben, the Ramaris fan.
What?
The what?
He's a Jiralhane chieftain.
Oh. Why do you... I don't care, actually. It's fine. I just don't care.
Before we go into the episode, I want to shout out the Patreon for supporting the audio version. And we should probably start by addressing our last episode for those watching the video. There was no video game. And there was no particular reason for that. We just felt like, it'd be nice just for a change to not have some, cringy little game in the background.
Cringy.
Some people got upset about it, so we're back. We were going to have a fun time in Ark Survival Evolved, but that didn't really work out, did it, fellas? Jesus Christ. What?
Yeah, I think it might be the worst.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing
I think it might be the worst game of the gen.
Other than loading it up and then you just can't even get into a lobby with people. And it's the whole point of the game.
Yeah, and we were playing it on the Epic launcher.
Mm-hmm.
The Epic Store launcher.
When you go into the admin settings of a server that you've launched yourself and you want to whitelist somebody, it says to add their Steam ID.
It's embarrassing.
It's especially embarrassing considering the potential it has with all these dinosaurs. I loaded into a map and there was a dodo running around and all these dinosaurs that I started punching. It could have been a funny episode.
That to you, potential is just dinosaurs are included. Are they included?
It instantly improves anything. I was about to reference something that would have been a spoiler for something I'm playing at the moment, but I won't do that. Speaking of, I've been playing The Last of Us 2.
Actually, before you do that, I was just looking up the stats for Ark Survival Evolved.
Mm.
Ever since it's come out, it's had around a 50,000 player base, consistently.
That's pretty good.
We must be missing something.
Dark Souls has about 2,000 a month. So that's the amount of
Dark
people.
Souls 1? What's with the comparison?
It's a bizarre comparison.
The game off the top of my head that I thought would be played a lot. That's how many people are playing Ark Survival every month. That's a fucking obscene amount.
Yeah, people just eat up that survival bullshit. They don't care if it's good or not.
Live action survival bullshit.
Did I just say live action?
I just said live action. I meant live service. Did you say live action and then I repeated you?
I don't know. Did you?
Oh, then I said it. Yeah.
Editor, go back and double check that one for us.
That was me. I just said it. Live action survival bullshit.
Did I just say live action?
It is in the top 7 most played Steam games.
Fucking hell.
When
Is
you
it 'cause
consider
it's free,
the top
though?
one. No, this is
It's not
Steam.
free. It's like 50 quid.
So on number 1, we've got Counter-Strike, Dota, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, which is still one of the biggest games. GTA 5, fuck me.
The
Path of Exile, Destiny 2, Ark.
Wow.
And it only loses out from Destiny 2 by 1,000 people.
At least Destiny 2's beating it. I'll take that.
Yeah, it would be embarrassing if Ark was played more than Destiny.
Both trash though. People get some fucking taste.
Damn. But Last of Us 2 I've been playing. No spoilers, don't worry, I won't say anything or allude to anything, but just want to say, at the moment, I'm halfway through the game, and there really isn't much pulling me to continue playing, honestly. Not the happiest with the direction they chose to take it, but I kind of want to just let it sit for a bit and think about it before I cast my full judgment on it. You played it a bit, Jim. What did you think?
Yeah, there's stuff I like and stuff I don't like.
It's definitely not as atrocious as the review bombing makes it out to be. The conversation is way more nuanced than that. It is weird though with a story game where the controversial part is just the choices in the story Like, if the gameplay was the exact same and all the systems were the same, and just the story was different and better, I think everyone would be happy. But it's just one part of the game, which they have highlighted as the most crucial thing, that being the story. So I'm interested by this reaction to it.
Yeah, I mean, the gameplay itself is nothing to, like, be blown away by. Like, it's good.
No, there are some, like, genuinely, like, really exciting encounters, but...
Yeah, and I had a few when I played.
That I have an issue with, you know? Like, if you don't really like the direction they take the story, I mean...
Yeah, and
in a game like that,
Exactly,
it's just...
an
Ruben put it
experience
best
game.
when he said to us that they Walking Deaded it.
They Walking Deaded it.
They did it, that's exactly right, yeah. I think that completely nails it, honestly.
My greatest issue is, I don't think this is spoilers, it's just the idea of celebrity in a fucking apocalypse. The idea of, I know who you are, I don't like you. It's like, you wouldn't, you what? What the fuck is going on?
It's super stupid, and then I feel like they could have made the same story work
If it was restructured, yeah.
if it was just changed a bit.
Mm-hmm. Moved around, changed the pacing up a bit. Yeah, I'm curious to see, because the game's so long at the time of recording this, a lot of people will still be playing it, so...
Yeah.
We haven't started getting those, like, YouTube videos, you know, the ones, I mean, they'll start coming out.
Oh, they will happen there, and it's gonna suck. It's gonna be super lame.
Yeah, lots of reactionary stuff, but... Oh, well, we'll see. In brighter news, though, James reminded me of a story that I guess I never told on the cast about, the old jar pet, Max, the golden retriever.
Yeah.
I got a bit of an update on what he's been up to lately. He's living on like a farm, basically. And he helped a pig escape from Pigpen. And they just ran around like causing chaos, just as Max and his pig.
Nice.
So now they're just buds, I guess. It's just like
I like that. He was a bit of a pig, so...
Yeah, it's a very Max fitting
it is a
story.
very Max thing to do. They dug either side of the pen, and it escaped. The pig was digging one side, and Max was digging the other, and it helped.
How did they cook animals, man? Just coordinated that. It's like the chicken run shit. His chickens are up to something.
Yeah, that's exactly
His
right.
pigs are up to
It's
something.
his Max thing.
You mean it's Babe, Pig in the City?
Yeah.
But yeah, we actually had a question from Mama2 the Electric Bug, who said, "Hey Jar, thinking about getting a golden retriever, and was wondering what you would recommend about getting one, and how hard was it to keep Max? Thanks, guys, really appreciated."
My recommendation would be get a minimum of 10.
Yeah, just to be sure. Like, one of them is bound to be nice.
Yeah, well,
Here's my
all of
thing
them are bound to be nice.
about golden retrievers. They're my favorite dog breed, but you have to be able to accept hair. That's the main thing about them. The main negative of them is just the pure amount of that golden hair that goes everywhere.
Yeah, and the fact that they need like grooming and stuff, otherwise they'll get matted fur and stuff. Like,
yeah.
A lot of other breeds,
like that,
you don't need to worry about that sort of thing.
aside from that, though, they're like such a nice breed. It's just Max was like a particularly big one. Paisley's the perfect golden retriever size. IMO.
She's like half the body mass of Max.
Yeah, probably faster than him though. God damn, she can move.
Yeah. Max was a chunky boy.
Chunky mama.
A chunky voy? Have we talked about voys on
Turkey Voy is the only one I know of. Are there more voies?
There's many voys.
Oh, okay.
We must have, because I saw someone do some fan art where they referenced the Paisley
The
was a
voice.
boy, or
Okay,
Ivy or something.
then we won't bring it up.
Yeah. Ipswich Voy on the Guardian toy.
The maritime boy.
Yeah, dude. We have this one from Knob Fungus, who's kind of reporting in based on an idea they got from James, actually. Saying, "I know this is late, but this evening I decided to try James's infamous beans on pasta, and honestly, it's pretty damn fucking good. Can James please enlighten us with any other weird food combos or dishes?"
There's a good one. It's the being a university student and eating well for less era of jar food. The iconic thing Jamie makes.
The pasta dish.
So you want to make yourself a sausage roll, or a bacon roll, you know they're shit. Okay, let's just call that one out. Bacon rolls, for the most part, are quite shit. But do you know how to make them better?
Oh.
Fill them with hash browns. Hash brown and bacon or sausage baguette is.
Wait, so
incredible.
explain
Hang on,
the process
so
here. What do you mean?
What does this have to do with university students eating well for less as well?
I was just. Being,
Oh, right. I thought this was like related somehow,
Yeah.
but it's not.
No,
Okay.
it's cheap. It's food that can fill you up for like an entire day for like £2. It's fucking cheap. But just stick hash browns in just
Anything?
Baguette. Yeah, but
In a
any
baguette?
yeah, like with bacon. Just like a bacon baguette is dull. So if you stick hash browns in it, it
What about
becomes like
sauce?
this next
Put any
level.
sauce in there? Or?
Well, yeah, you have ketchup.
What if you're watching your weight?
Yeah.
Hash browns, it's potato. It's fine.
Yeah, but the bacon as well and the bread.
Yeah,
Okay,
lots
then
of
just
carbs.
have hash brown.
Yeah. I'm glad we could boil everything down to its most essential
get
components.
Get rid of the bread, get rid of the hash browns, get rid of the bacon,
Right.
and then just have scrambled eggs. There you go.
No.
Okay.
Eggs.
But what about the beans and the... Like, you never even touched on that.
The beans. Beans what? Beans and pasta?
The beans on pasta, that was the question about that?
No, that's just...
It was calling out for other recommendations.
Oh, okay. Right.
Based on how
Neither of
incredible
you
that
have
one
even
is.
tried baked beans and pasta yet. So.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, because I'd
Yeah.
rather just either have a pasta dish or
A bullet in the head.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got to eat something. You cannot be asked to cook, and you can't order takeaway. You're going to make beans on pasta. Sorry, that's just what you're going to do.
Okay. Well, Ruben, you said you had an idea. I don't know what it is, but I noted it down.
Oh, I had this thing. It was partially related to mine and Jim's coming segment. So let me just have a look at the note again, though, because there was something else about it that it led me to another thought. Where is it? No, okay, whatever. No, there was no. It was just, yeah, it sort of relates to mine and Jim's coming bit. So we can just do that
Okay.
then.
Ruben's talking about we're going to record a little Dark Souls 2 standalone video.
Oh, well, maybe I should just do it here then.
Yeah. Well, what is it? I'm not sure.
Oh, it was just like I was just thinking, like, what Dark Souls boss name is everyone? Have you ever done that? It's like an obvious joke.
Hey,
Only you guys can answer it, but I'll Google them as you say.
Because what would James be?
What's James's Dark Souls boss?
James car fucker. Because it's always name, comma, something, something, or something of something.
is there not pre-established bosses that we are like the Madagascar sort of thing?
Oh, maybe. Wait, so what? You want to do it that way? We can do it that
Yeah.
way. All right,
Yeah.
whatever.
Actually, James is the big titty one.
What,
Not the
Smooge?
boss, but no,
Oh.
just the
What reason
Gwendolyn or
is
something.
that?
Gwendolyn, yeah.
What?
Give me a reason.
Big
Does it
titties.
like your titties?
No, because you're just being racist. So you need to actually give a reason.
How's it racist?
Because I'm saying it is. Give a reason.
Ruben is.
What am I?
You're the
Oh,
you're the
the
asylum demon.
I see. I was going to say, what about that awful boss in Dark Souls 2? Like the Rotten or the whatever it is. The
Oh, is that tree?
tree.
thing?
no, not that one. That's 3. That's the
I
cursed
just
rotten.
Googled it. The
wood.
rotten Dark Souls 2.
It's just like a slug thing, right?
Oh, Dark Souls 2.
I don't know if slug's the right word.
The rotten Dark
So made out of
Souls.
bodies?
2.
It's like a
Yeah.
form.
Oh yeah, that's not the one I was
No,
thinking
you're
of.
thinking
but
of the
fuck it.
covetous demon.
I'm thinking of the covetous demon. Thank you. Yeah. The rotten would do though as well.
No,
The covetous
Argy is the
demon.
covetous demon.
Yeah, Argy's covetous demon.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Google the covetous demon. What's
The
Argy?
demon. Why does it look like that?
Because Dark Souls 2 is a shit game.
But you know what comes up when you type in the covetous demon Dark Souls 2 and like the recommended search is after Vor.
It's quite a good boar creature with the size of that bloody. Oh, it's huge too.
Yeah,
Awful boss.
yeah, it's terrible.
I'm looking
One
forward
of
to
many
you guys
awful
talking about it.
bosses within
I
the
just want to
game.
hear you guys just fucking go in on Dark Souls 2 for a bit. Looking forward to that. But that's another video that will go up.
Yeah, that'll be later on.
Otherwise, though, for the rest of part 1, what else have we got to talk about? Anyone got anything?
I just want to say Ruben is ceaseless discharge.
I'm the ceaseless discharge.
Yeah,
Which one is that from?
One
Dark Souls 1.
really bad unfinished boss fight.
Bad boss.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it that one? That weird... That's also like a tree thing, isn't it?
So that makes Jamie.
I'm crossbreed Priscilla.
Okay, fuck it.
I just want to see what ceaseless discharge looks like.
Oh, it's just
Oh, it's like a lava thing.
yeah,
Oh, that thing.
and it jumps and you cut its hand or whatever, and it's just a bit of a shit boss. That.
So what's been going on then in the last week? What have you been keeping yourself sane with?
Looking back on the week, I'm struggling to remember.
I started watching 13 Reasons Why, last season.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
It's just,
Give us a
you know,
13-worded review.
the best thing I've ever seen.
The
Bloody
best
great.
thing I've ever seen.
Funny as
Bloody
fuck.
great. Funny as fuck.
Watch
You
it.
got 2 more words. Watch it. Okay.
Yeah, that's my.
I disagree.
You haven't seen, have you?
Don't need to.
You can't say squat.
Didn't
Like I
need to
said,
know.
I read a fucking Reddit post that said it was shit. So
Really, you read it on Reddit?
no, I'm just memeing the Last of Us thing.
So what? You just been playing COD for another week?
Yeah.
Yeah, COD, Dark Souls, a little bit.
I
I've
swear,
been putting
for the whole quarantine, COD has kept you guys occupied.
Yeah,
The only reason I haven't lost my mental health, realistically, that is just the truth.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like there was like a huge year or multiple year gap where none of you really gave a shit about COD.
Yeah, because it was shit.
yeah, because Black Ops 2 ruined COD.
yeah.
No,
Really? I
Black
thought
Ops 2
you
is
liked
a
Black
good
Ops
game.
2.
No, Black Ops 2 is a great game, but it was the turn of bad COD.
Oh, like future.
Mhm.
Yeah. Awful.
No, but
awful choice.
like, nah, it's not COD though. It's Warzone. Specifically, is saved COD.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys play
Yeah.
Warzone, do you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
play it constantly. Great, it's incredible. Best battle royale by far.
What's so
No, it's
incredible
not.
about it?
Apex Legends is.
It's a battle royale. That's kind of it.
But that's not unique.
It
Well,
doesn't need to be as COD.
COD is just like Warzone is the most like, crap, nonsense, stupid battle royale of like almost nothing going on in it mechanically, and that's probably why it's quite good.
How do you win then?
Be really lucky.
Play well.
That's why I can't play them.
Yeah.
I just-
yeah.
This is how you play Warzone. You drink about 6 glasses of bourbon. You start dry heaving, and then you're constantly buzzing, and you're doing top 10 finishes every single game. That's how you play COD.
that's
You only
fucked
play it
up.
with alcohol. There's no point playing COD without alcohol. This
Well, I'll tell you something I watched. I watched half of the newest season of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
put it on Netflix.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I just don't really find it funny anymore. I don't know what is changed. Like it just doesn't really do it for me.
No, I don't laugh at it ever. I never think it's that bad, but I don't laugh.
Yeah, it's not like insulting or anything like that. It's just fine. You just watch an episode and say, yeah, that was a Rick and Morty episode, I guess. Now there are a couple of clever
Yeah.
ones, but there was like a really bad one in there. And like, it really bothers me when cartoons start doing this, but where they just get like relevant celebrities in there. Like when Elon Musk showed up, I guess he's like relevant to the whole science angle the show's going for, but at the same time, like it's so counterculture and so like meta. I feel like putting Elon Musk in is just such a, I don't know, it's just lame to me. Lame.
I don't remember what the really bad episode is in that season. Because there is one that sucks.
The dragon one wasn't that good.
Oh yeah, the dragon one. Lame, boring.
They were like trying to mock fantasy tropes, which I get, but like, yeah. I was thinking about this because I've been watching Community a bit too, which is written by Dan Harmon as well.
hmm
And I think that show actually does a better job of like parodying tropes than Rick and Morty Morty does. Because Rick and Morty's like trapped also being like a science fiction-y thing at the same time. Whereas Community's just a bunch of people in a room talking. I'd recommend it actually, it's really funny. Starts off kind of being a bit shit and like really American, but it gets more clever the longer it goes on.
Maybe I will.
Yeah, I'd be curious if you would like it, Jim, because
You don't like
you're
anything.
quite fussy about things like that. Yeah.
I do like things.
Name 2 things that you like.
Dark Souls.
And they
Dark
can't
Souls.
be by From Software.
Hitman and Hitman 2.
Shit.
Blood Money's better. Sorry.
What?
Blood Money's better.
Normie alert.
Are you guys got anything?
This is a Dark Souls boss.
George Michael is a legend.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Faith.
You got any thoughts?
On what?
Listen to
Faith.
Faith by George Michael.
Yeah, listen to Faith by George Michael.
I mean, that's all it takes, really.
Mm-hmm.
That song is genuinely so fucking. Oh, God. Faith, faith, faith. Oh, God. Faith, faith.
It's one of those songs you can't stay still when you're hearing.
Yeah, you
So
just
like
gotta
Your body
like
has to move.
start. Yeah,
No,
grooving.
No, I
Boogieing.
disagree.
Why do you disagree?
My body does not move to Faith.
So you got
Your
no-
body doesn't move to any music.
You telling me you got no rhythm?
Your body doesn't move. Move?
No, it's just
Move.
like Faith is not the thing to get the body pumping, you know?
What is it?
I don't know. There's something pretty toe tappy about that fucking song. Yeah, like you make me want to just get up and start boogieing right now. Just from hearing that thing. Take it away, James. No.
Snoop Dogg released a new song.
Did he?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Did somebody say just eat?
Yeah.
Me?
Explain what you're
Get
talking
delivery like a G. See, hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Burger in the Lolo.
Oh my
Hope they
God.
kept the pickle in. Wonton on the catamaran. Oodles of noodles. Thank you, my man.
Oh my god, that's awesome. I hate the word wonton though. now,
Yeah, 'cause of,
that Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah.
Where's my wonton soup? There's no wontons in my soup.
You forgot the wonton in my soups. Audience.
Thinking about it, it's a pretty
screams.
funny joke.
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy, we rate her on the cast.
Yeah. Paul McCartney, we rate her on the cast.
James, what about you?
What do you mean about
James is pissed off that Paul McCartney didn't get any
What are you so
wontons in
angry
his
about,
soup.
James? We gotta.
I'm not
Yeah, what-
angry.
Why are you so angry?
I'm not, when have I ever been angry?
I don't know, the last 25 minutes you've been recording?
That's not anger.
What is it then? Explain yourself.
It's
There's probably someone listening out there just thinking to himself, why is James so angry? This car.
I'm not
Yeah,
What is it?
and his name is me.
Jamie is incredibly angry all the time, and I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick and tired of Jamie's just anger. It just really just upsets me at times, and I can't deal with that anymore. 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 I can't deal with that anymore.
Okay. If none of you have anything of substance to say, I'm ready to
Well,
go to the
I
second
have
half.
been doing something, but you don't want to know, so therefore I'm
What
not
do you
going to
mean?
say it.
No,
What
that's
are you
exactly what I've been
talking
saying.
about?
I've posed the question multiple times and you didn't say shit. Okay, what have you been doing?
I've been watching Gundam.
Okay,
Thank
we'll
you.
talk about that if you want.
No, don't talk about that.
Exactly, because Jamie. Oh look, I like Western animation when it makes fun of Elon Musk, but when the Japanese do it, I hate it. My name's Jamie.
I don't like animation.
What do you
There's
say
not a
about that,
single
Jim?
animation I like.
You're a loser,
Jim, fucking Family Guy.
Oh,
big guy.
I guess I do like Western animation.
Family Guy doesn't count though. It's ascended.
I like Western animation. Ooh, look at me.
Yeah. Oh,
Jamie.
Want a dick on a shirt? Check the description below.
Hang on, I need to go to the loo and stuff.
Okay, I'll just leave it recording.
That's a good idea. I may as well do that.
I won't be long.
It's just me and you, James.
I'm so sick of Jamie.
Yeah, tell me what's on your mind.
Nothing's on my
While
mind.
he's not, no, now's your chance. While he's not here,
No, I'm just tired.
just go in on it.
Cleaning, spending so long about cleaning is fucking tiring. I don't have that energy.
You gotta have faith.
You know, I do have the
What?
desire to watch Gundam.
Yeah, you didn't really say anything about it.
There was no atmosphere for it.
What about right now?
Well, I can't say it now, can I?
Yeah, you can. Why not?
Well, there's not much to
You
say.
can do whatever you want. This is just a James and Alex cast now. Fuck everyone else.
Okay, then kick them, and then we can have the proper good cast.
Now's your chance, James. You can say whatever you want. Whatever shit you want to say.
Gundam's good.
What one are
Possibly
you
not.
watching, though? There's so many.
That's the thing. There's so many to watch, but I'm just like I'm going by what's easiest to watch first because if it's on a streaming, then
Is it
that's the one you
movies? A
watch.
show? What is it?
They do. They have all of them. So there's like movies that tie in with the shows. It's
So
really
where did you start, though? A
I
movie?
I started on a show that's on Netflix, but
Okay.
with
Do they have,
Gundam,
like,
there's
sick animation and stuff.
stick animation.
No,
What?
sick. You know, like the 90s catchphrase. That's sick, dude.
It's hard to
Who
say.
killed me?
because-
Who killed me?
Jim, I was trying to listen to James, actually.
Well, who killed me then?
No one gives a shit about who killed you. We care about Gundams.
Yeah, Gundams. It's because the one I watched recently it's a modern one, but it's completely styled like 90s, but with like the 80s with modern animation. So it's really nice looking.
Mm.
That was a really nice one. It was short, 7 episodes, hour long each, just really easy, nice. But then it's like it's Gundams. It's like how there's so much to it, and I just don't.
Is there? In terms
The-
of what? Like characters and...
No, like Gundam's huge. It's huge. So like,
What do people
There's-
like about it so much, though? Is it the action? Is it the characters? What is it?
it's just sick as fuck robots.
Fighting each
That's
other.
it.
So it's like
Yeah.
Japanese Transformers.
Well, Transformers came as a result of Gundam and Macros. That they were like the influences.
Right. Yeah.
But with Gundam, it's strange because they have like this big timeline, which is like the main timeline, and it spans like loads of shows, loads of movies. That's the main thing, and then there's loads of different other things. It's just fucking confusing. I'm just getting through it. It's probably going to take me a good couple years to finish all of Gundam. Mental.
Okay, so welcome back to the second half of the cast where we answer questions from the Corncast community. If you want to ask us questions for future episodes, head over to the subreddit, the Jar Media subreddit, that is, where there's a suggestion thread where you can ask whatever you like. Okay, let's start from Reddit user Lego Loppy 123456, who says, if each one of you had to invent a sex toy, what would it look like and how would it function? What would it be called?
It would be a massive mouth, and it would be called the Gobbler.
Mm.
That
God.
already exists.
It would be a really advanced butler artificial intelligence android, and it would be called the Blow Jobbler. Just to steal a really old joke there.
The blowjobbler's already a thing, though. Blowjobbler is a thing, I'm pretty sure.
Well, like a thing you can buy.
Yeah. There's like those self-suck.
No, there's not a fucking blowjobbler.
Yeah, there's not a really advanced like AI.
That's not what a blowjobbler is, anyway. A blowjobbler was
A ghost from.
It was like, what's he called? The guy from Ocean's 11.
So a
Brad Pitt.
blowjob.
George Clooney.
George Clooney, yeah, his butler.
Well, so a
But
blowjob
Alfred?
is a slave.
Alfred? Oh. I suppose.
Mine would be like a perfect replica of Lois from all the best catchphrases.
Okay, mine would be Marge then.
Ooh.
You'd have to go through all the different like sitcoms. the cartoon mums from sitcoms. What's the one from Rick and Morty
Ooh.
called?
Beth.
Yeah, a Beth replica.
What other ones are though? Like cartoon.
Mrs. Incredible.
Ooh, that's an obvious one.
Yeah.
I can't think of any others now.
Yeah, Bob.
Bob from Bob's Burgers. I've never seen that show, but
No, my one would be, you know the way a Lucozade bottle like works,
what? You know the
like
way
a Lucozade
bottle
Sport
works?
squirts.
Oh, like the cap
Oh.
is.
Yeah,
When you
it'll be
squeeze.
that, but in reverse, so it sucks.
Right. So what does it suck in? It's like a tiny hole.
Whatever you want it to.
Okay. What would the name be? Lucozade Sport Suck.
No, Lucozade squirt.
Lucozade Suck. James, you got one?
So, no, I've been trying to think of one because it needs to be something that can't be done already with
Cortana robot.
Like, I can't see any way the sex toy world like can innovate any further. I
What
can't
sense?
think.
Where do you think it peaked? Where do you think the sex toy world peaked?
You Launchpad.
That's
That's
the launch pad for people who don't know.
Wait, I've got a new one, a new answer.
Well, let James describe what a launch pad is first.
no.
yeah.
The Launchpad's bad because you could only fit a fleshlight to it, but now fleshlights are old school. So
But,
now
but
you
what
just
was the launch pad, James? Describe it.
you'll get your chunky second generation iPad, and then you fit it into a plastic frame where you put your flashlight, and then you watch you
You have to lift up and down the whole iPad though.
you pound the iPad.
But did you have to move the whole iPad though,
Yes.
or was there some sort? So there was nothing clever about it. It was
No.
just like taping a fucking flashlight to an iPad.
But I'm sure now that the technology's advanced, where there's like launch pads where you can connect like buck machine to a video, so then it replicates all of the stuff in the video IRL
Really?
to your
Jesus.
launch pad practically. Like, I don't know how sex toy world can innovate further.
Damn.
I
Well,
don't-
Jamie, you
I
had
don't
an
know.
answer, didn't you?
Yeah, the Oculus Rift.
Damn.
Damn.
The
Damn.
Oculus Rift
Wait,
connected to the self-sucking launch pad. That's the peak of sex toy world, or the Booty Blaster 6000.
What?
Okay. Cherry
you know
rabbit.
how? Oh,
What were you
I
saying,
had
David?
I had one final joke. It was just, you know how, whenever we do anything good in science, it's because like the military wants it. Maybe that's
Right,
how we'll
yeah.
finally perfect artificial intelligence, because porn wants it.
Cherry Rabbit Loz says, what are your thoughts on GTA 5 being milked to death yet again and being re-released on PlayStation 5? Are you just as sick to death of the news as the rest of us?
No, it's peak capitalism. It's a money printing machine, so why wouldn't it?
It's pretty lame, but
It is lame.
whatever.
There's 2 generations now that it's been ported to.
In the time between GTA 5 coming out, and now, they released GTA back in the day. Released GTA 3, GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas, and GTA 4 in the same time between now and GTA 5.
I guess games had to be like, they weren't really online as much. They weren't.
They
online
need to make another
services.
game. They need to make.
Yeah,
another
live
game.
services make cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they can just make GTA like a MMO, a GTA Online, like separate, like remove it from GTA 5 and then just
Yeah.
make it GTA Online.
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah.
You have to be careful though. Like, surely I don't know the numbers of how many people play GT Online like every month or whatever. But how long can it truly go on? You know?
A
Well,
lot. It can keep. It won't end.
almost indefinitely, I would imagine.
So you don't think there's just ever going to be another GTA?
No, I think
I
they,
don't-
I think
there
they'll do
will
another
be.
one. But it'll be in the
Pretty
same
sure they're
vein.
making one.
Like, Red Dead Online is nowhere near as popular, nor does it receive as frequent updates as GTA Online.
Yeah, they've kind of abandoned it. They haven't like updated it in any meaningful way in months.
That's
since way
because-
before quarantine.
That's because the player base of Red Dead and the player base of GTA is different. One is 12, the other one is probably 23. Which one's profitable? Not the 23-year-old.
23-year-olds have expendable income, but
No, but kids.
I guess it's also just less popular, like in general. Nothing's GTA. It's kind of lame though, because like that's just what it is now, I guess. Because the GTA before had like multiple single-player expansions. Red Dead 1 had an awesome single-player expansion. We just don't get that anymore, I guess. Now it has to be like online updates. That's all it is. Sad. James, we have a question for you
Wee.
from Stage DK. What does James think of his evolution from the quiet one no one paid attention to the undeniable Chad of the cast with a massive following?
What massive following?
Well, there's people outside your house right now, James. What?
You, me, and Al.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, I love you.
Any thoughts?
I was just a retard. I don't.
Was?
Yes, I still am. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, what? How old were we when we first started GR?
6.
Can you imagine? There probably is someone out there who's going to start podcasting when they're like 8 and just do it for fucking ever. Yeah, I don't know.
We're
And
doing
his
it for,
name
like,
was Joe Rogan.
5 years.
I was a young kid with no confidence, no self-esteem, no love, just nothing. I was just a fucking husk of nothing but watching anime.
And then after he took this pill, this one secret pill, it changed his life.
After you bought those supplements off Alex Jones's website, everything changed.
And you turned really red.
We have a more important question though, James, for you.
What?
From Party Work, who says, James' question: if the Madagascar characters were tanks, what tanks would they be?
No, I don't know. I don't like Madagascar enough to actually know how to compare the characters.
Yeah,
Like,
you
explain.
don't
That's
lie.
a fucking lie.
No, explain Alex to me. Give me 3 words. Give me 3
He's
words.
the main man. He's
No,
the,
I don't know.
Confident.
He's the popular one. He's the most popular one.
Popular.
Dumb, though. He's kind of dumb.
Dumb. What? Popular.
Cool.
Dumb. The cool one.
Heart.
The obvious
Got heart.
choice. The obvious
He's got
choice. So if
heart.
someone's like, yeah, that's the cool one. I want to see.
Okay, then he'd probably be a Sherman tank. Be a Sherman. Okay. Now give me Marty.
Nervous, undecided.
Marty isn't nervous.
Oh, sorry, I was getting confused with Melman. I always do that. Marty's he's actually quite confident. He knows what he wants. He wants freedom.
Yeah.
He's loyal to a certain degree. But he's also a dime a dozen, as Madagascar 2 proves.
Okay, so he would be a T-34.
Okay.
Okay, now give me the big
Gloria?
one. Yes.
Large and in charge.
Yep.
Got attitude.
Yep.
In a relationship with a different species.
Okay, that would definitely be a Tiger tank, and then the last one.
Melman. He's
Yes.
a neurotic, kind of unreliable, but intelligent one.
Unreliable but intelligent.
Undeniably got skills, but they're just in a myopic field.
That's a difficult one, actually. I'd probably go with a Panther then, because that works. Tiger Panther, they're the duo, so that works. Okay, you've got my answer. Sherman, T-34, Tiger Panther. Boom.
I'm just going to say a word for it. Because Volt Tech no, not USA. I was going to say that YouTuber. What's his name?
Review tech.
Review Tech USA, yeah. No, that's
Absolute legend.
Volt Tech AU, they said. If you had to change your names, what would you each change it to? Alternatively, if you had to change another cast member's name, who would you pick and what would you change it to?
Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to change
Jamie,
my name
Beast.
to-
Just like legally. Beast.
Beast Beltman.
I changed my name,
To what?
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
I was going to be called Lawrence.
Lawrence is the sickest. It's the sickest fuck name. When was the last time you knew a Lawrence?
There was a
Yesterday.
Lawrence in the year under me in primary school, I remember.
Yeah, wasn't he a bit of a prick?
Was he? He liked Halo, I think.
Did
That's
he?
all I remember. Mm-hmm.
Sick
Maybe
as
I'm
fuck.
thinking of someone else.
That's why I'm gonna. If I have a kid, I'm gonna call them Lawrence. Boom.
Would you change anyone else's names on the cast? I would change your
Yes,
name, James.
I change. I know. I change Jamie's name, so then I can be Jim, which is how it legally should be. James is
Legally.
Yes. My name's Jamie and my nickname's Jim, even though that does not make sense.
Wait, before anyone else answers, I need to bring this up now before I forget. For everyone who is claiming that I created Posdact, we actually did a vote on the Jar Media Twitter, and I think the results speak very.
Okay, what was the result?
So the question was who created Posdact.
Yeah.
41% said James.
We've got to consider here, Alex, that whenever you do a poll on Twitter, I always come out the top. That's literally the law.
No, don't. Since when?
Literally, whenever. When you have this thing, you're obsessed with just like, you're probably sitting on the toilet taking a shit and you're just like, I'm just going to blame something on James. And then you just make a poll of it on Twitter and lo and behold, James is fucking proven to be whatever shit you thought of.
Yeah, but James, 41% versus 39%. And then Jim and Ruben have a shared 10%, so they're equal to blame.
No, we're equally void.
No, but the fact is you did, Alex, because you mentioned it on IHE.
Yeah, because I was inspired by you, and I just never told
No.
anyone.
No. That's not true at all. I did not
Okay,
make piss
well,
of it.
Anyone can look
fucking
on Twitter and see the truth.
The truth? Go on IHE's channel and you can find the truth.
But yeah, you guys want to change your names to anything aside from Posdact?
No, I don't think I would change my name, actually.
I changed Ruben's name.
I
What's it?
changed my name to Grease Lightning.
I changed my name to Master Chief.
That's not funny.
Yeah, it's just
trying to
kind
be
of
funny.
cringe.
I just thought it was cool, alright? Slip Bob mod? That's what I'd change Jim. And
Yeah, bro.
I'd change Ruben's name to Porty Eye Voy. Lego Lifestyle asks this. What are Lego names? I'm noticing.
Yeah.
What characters from... What characters from the Justice League would each of the Jar Media members be?
The Justice League.
Yeah, Justice League. So, you know, Batman, Spider-Man.
James would be Hellboy.
No, I feel like James would be Martian Manhunter.
Martian MILF Hunter.
Yeah, exactly. Shit, I'm going to write that down, the Martian MILF Hunter.
Well, when we do find Martian life, you can guess what I'm going to...
Mars needs moms.
Who else then? James is sorted.
Alex would be...
Wonder Woman?
You know... Yeah.
I'd be the Flash from the Justice League movie. The one that likes Rick and Morty.
Wait,
The
does
Flash likes Rick and Morty?
Yeah, do you not remember that in Justice League?
No.
He's like watching Rick and Morty.
Is he?
Batman comes in and throws a batarang at him, and he's like, "Wow, I don't really know anybody. Do you mind if I join?" Fine. That's the movie.
Yeah,
exactly how
okay,
it
that's
goes.
Alex then. Alex is that one. Ruben is the Herobrine. And I'm
Spider-Man.
Gwyn, Lord of Cinder.
You're cringe, Lord of being a cringe.
Did you say?
Fuck you if you're going
Gwyn?
to be like that.
Did you say?
Okay, if you guys don't want to interact with the DC question for DC fans only.
I don't even.
Well,
I can't name more than
Yeah, I
one
can-
DC character.
I can only name the ones that are like in the movie, and even then,
What about Shazam?
I've not even watched that fucking film.
You know the character though, right?
I know who Shazam is.
Fine.
I know of him.
Speckle has a little story for us. Hey Mingers, oh boy howdy, do I have a Jar Media Posdact story for you. My mom and I went on a vacation for her to go see her friends, and I haven't had much to do. I mostly just played video games and watched the Corncast. My mum overheard a discussion about donuts. And it's... Sorry, I just flicked my phone and lost where the fucking question was. And if it's ethical to take a bite out of a donut and leave it. She found James really smart and the voice of reason of the group. Since then, I've gotten more comfortable listening to it in front of her, but I still get really paranoid over discussions like dipping your balls in sugar water. She used to get really upset about people swearing in videos I watch, but she says it's okay because you guys have a British accent. I just thought you'd find that interesting. How does it feel to know you have a fan in their 40s? Cheers.
Wait, what?
Because my donut thing was very bad.
That's my favourite story we've ever gotten.
Oh man, nice work, guy or girl.
They might feel a bit awkward on this one because of that sex toy question. So apologies if you're listening to that.
But we don't swear. When do we swear?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Like, never.
Cringe.
TW Shand asks, please can the boys define the limits of James's food tastes? We know he doesn't like texture changes, for example, but has stated he likes loads of foods which are two different textures. It's full of contradictions.
Like?
The man
No,
is
no, explain. No, give me... Oh, no, what? No. When? Okay, no, you guys give me a food that has two different textures which I don't like.
Jammy Dodgers.
I don't like jammy Dodgers. Jamie
Jaffa
likes jammy.
Yeah, Jamie likes Jamie Dodgers.
Jaffa cakes do
They're
not
not called jammy Dodgers.
have... Shut up, Jamie. Jaffa cakes do not have different textures.
Yeah, they do.
No, because
Chocolate on top is hard. Goop in the middle is goop.
Hang on, what are we talking about? Are we talking about Jaffa cakes or Jammy Dodgers?
Listen.
Which one are we talking about?
fucking
Jaffa
listen.
cakes.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay, textures is not the right word. It's how firm they are. Okay, not texture, how firm. Like a Jaffa cake is all soft.
Consistency then.
Yes, consistency. A Jaffa cake is all soft. That's fine. Okay, what other things do I like which is breaking the walls? Okay, come on.
Pizza.
Pasta with beans.
Pasta with beans is all soft unless you do the pasta al dente.
No one wants to do that.
El Dante's Inferno.
See, you can't even think of one.
Well, because you know what,
Exactly.
this
so
user's going to have to go back and write another question with examples because
I mean,
Yeah,
no
we
one's
weren't making the claim. Why are you acting like
What is
we're the ones out
Yeah.
here?
What is the question? I forgot.
there wasn't really a question. It was just, please can the boys define the limits of James's food taste?
How would you know the limits of my food? I don't even know my limit. I've been
Well,
pushing.
the limit is anything that's too flavoursome.
Oh no, that's bullshit. You think I don't like flavour, but
Yeah, if it's too complicated for his baby mouth, he immediately gets out his emergency beans and pasta that he keeps in a Tupperware box.
no, that's not true at all. I like flavour. Explain what type of thing I don't like that's got too much flavour.
It's not so much what you don't like; it's more the things that you do like.
Like,
You know?
okay, what don't I
Beans
like?
and pasta. I don't know.
Ruben, I eat beans and pasta because it's like I've got work in 10 minutes. What's fucking?
There are other things like beans on toast is literally faster because toast, bread is toasted faster than pasta is boiled.
Yeah, but I just don't
true.
fancy that, and it's just like I fancy pasta, so I'm just gonna stick beans on it. Fucking easy.
I mean,
See,
I feel
I
like
love
this
flavour.
question is just made more questions be asked as a result
Like?
of it. Like, what are the limits of your tastes?
I just like food. I've been eating more varied food recently. I have no fucks of food. If it's food, I'm gonna eat
Do
it.
you like garlic?
Yes. I like garlic. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Fine.
You see, you can't even answer.
What do you mean? We weren't.
We didn't
I was
ask the
reading
question.
You don't even know my limits. How can you know my limits?
Okay, what's my limit then?
Yeah, what's Jim's limit?
Slime. It's
No,
I love
Jamie's, no, Jamie's limit is anything from Casper's. Because Jamie only ever fucking buys a milkshake.
I imagine that cold fat, like having to like suck on or chew on particular unpleasant cold like fat.
It's not cold, it's warm.
No, but I mean, I'm talking about like actual like fat from meat. Like cold, slimy fat would probably.
Yeah,
Surely.
where it's like
I mean, it's sort of it's congealed and gone
Yeah.
jelly-like, and
so, like liquid kind of leaks out of it and goes all like bubbly.
No,
I love it when there's like a change in texture, where the top is like crispy and the rest is all slop.
With
That's
some
good.
gooey in
That's
the
like-
middle.
Do you know,
Yeah,
I know
it's like
Alex's
tea.
limit. I know Alex's limit. Alex
don't.
and Ruben's limit, actually.
What?
what's that?
Scorpion.
I don't. Was I even there?
I don't think you were there.
Alex,
Would you have eaten scorpion though?
No.
exactly.
What reason did I have for eating scorpion? No one's giving me any money for it. I don't want to do it. I'll just eat something else.
It's because it's
It did look
experimental
gross.
with food. People eat that in other countries, Ruben. So you should try their fucking.
Well, we eat stuff in this country, like beans on toast.
Why wouldn't you try scorpion? Why wouldn't you? You've got it
was
right there.
It was a
It's actually
particularly
scorpion.
gross form. If it was, I would have a nibble if it was on a stick and was a bit more crunchy. But the fact that it's in a can and it was like watery and salty.
It was in brine.
Yeah, it's fine. I remember the taste of the crunchy legs, and I would eat again. They were quite nice. But I wouldn't eat the main body when all of its intestines fucking puss out and like gunk.
Oh,
Not
dude.
nice.
Honestly, that's probably one of my favorite Jar Media thumbnails. Is just James eats a scorpion with the complete non sequitur.
So would you eat a tarantula?
I don't really want to eat a tarantula. I actually quite like them.
That's your limits then. That's your limits. I've
Yeah,
eaten
that's your
scorpion.
limit, fam.
Oh yeah, that
We
famous
tweet a-
cuisine, that famous British cuisine. You go down to.
It's not about
Curry
no.
House, they
It's
ask if
got
you want-
nothing to do with country, Alex. You just eat food from anywhere. I don't give a fuck. It's food.
So what? You go down to Sainsbury's
okay.
and buy a packet of tarantulas, do you?
No. Okay. No. So let's go. Let's say you go to Vietnam. Are you not going to eat their food?
What? Yeah, I would
Exactly.
eat their food.
So what's the problem?
I'm not. The problem is I'm not in Vietnam at the moment.
No, but it's just like if I go to like if I can eat that stuff here, I'm going to try it because I like trying things and food.
I've eaten like Jim. Do you remember these? Those like dried insects, like crickets and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the mealworms and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know why
Yeah.
I had them, but I did try one.
Well, mine went there.
I think they were yours actually, like a joke gift. Or
Yeah,
something like
it
that.
was like a weird birthday present. They just taste like Weetabix without milk.
Yeah, that's the worst part. It's like all the bits just get stuck in your mouth. Cause
Yeah, like the wings and stuff.
yeah.
Sounds really foul.
It's not even foul though, because there's nothing
Yeah.
aside from just the dried crispiness.
It's just airy.
Yeah, there's just nothing to it. Maybe a nice big chunky one would do. Vivid Operation 48 has a question for us. Hey Jar, I had a question for all of you, but mostly Alex. I saw on Alex's letterbox that he rated Trolls World Tour. I've not yet seen this movie, but when it was released on demand and not in theatres due to COVID, it was a massive box office success. In America, at least. That's where I'm from. Even after accounting for the fact that they sold one copy per household as opposed to multiple tickets per household, if that makes sense. My question is, do you think this will impact the movie theatre industry? If so, how do you feel about blockbusters being released straight to your home as opposed to the theatre? Anyway, keep up the good work. Thoughts?
I prefer going to cinema.
There's something nice about the event of going to a cinema.
I
I
like the
ourselves.
choice though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
like the choice.
exactly what I was going to say.
There's some
Trouble
movies
is, though-
I really feel like I don't need to see on the big screen. You know?
I just wonder if, like, you know, if you were to release films in both the cinema and, you know, just straight to people's homes or whatever, while the film would still make money, cinemas would lose money, and then they would have to downscale, and it would just shrink. I guess that's what happened. The whole idea of going to the cinema would shrink.
It kind of already is, though. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean,
you
it's-
that
it's
news about
fucked.
AMC in America, that theater chain, where they've lost like billions during COVID, and that they might shut down as a result of it or something.
Well, they've always been like, it's been difficult for years, and it's just been on a downward trend until like the 2000s when it started to go back up again.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not like it used to be in the 40s, where it was the biggest, one of the most ridiculous money makers in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. It's kind of like that now, but just for a small select group like Disney, who just have like these ridiculous monopolies, like Universal with these Jurassic Park movies that just, for some reason, make all the money. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
So the only people that would get hurt by it, well, I don't know. I guess it would just be cinemas.
I also
I don't really give a
think
shit.
the biggest problem I can see with it is how do you stop the like torrenting side? Because you can't really get like good quality footage from like a cinema when movies are only in the cinema, but when they're released on digital, people just mine the data and just upload the video footage. So I don't know how you can stop that, but I also don't know how much that really affects, you know, like the intake. Do people
Can
do
you
that?
really mine the footage though if it's streaming?
Well, yeah,
If
I
it's-
know for a fact that like loads of the movies that were released on like iTunes are on torrenting sites, all that kind of stuff.
But I'm pretty sure there's certain sites that have a video player, but there's no way to actually download that video. Like no matter what, you can't download.
You
that
can't
video.
screenshot something on Netflix, for example.
Can you not?
It's like you can't go on
No, well,
Netflix
you'll
now and
black out.
download any of them. Like you just can't. So why, if that was the case, how can they? That stops piracy because there's no way to actually get the data from on Netflix
But,
unless
like
you
I
hack into the data.
I can screen record Netflix, and it records the video and audio.
Well, you can't screenshot via just like Windows built in.
Yeah.
But you know, you could easily find your way around anything that they throw at you.
Yeah, I think it depends on the movie, to be honest. Like that new Nolan movie, I feel like would actually, like it kind of belongs in the cinema on the big screen. It's how he wants his movies to be seen. And there are lots of directors like that, but some of the smaller scale stuff, more like intimate, like Marriage Story, you know? I'm fine watching that on Netflix. I
Yeah.
don't feel like I need to go to the cinema to see that necessarily.
Well, there's very little spectacle involved. I guess that's what it would be: cinema spectacle shit that I want to see.
Yeah.
Everything else, don't care.
I'd go to cinema to watch the Call of Duty release trailers. To be fair, that's a spectacle.
Okay, let's end on this one then from Standing in the Haze, who says, "There's a lot of hype around a potential Mass Effect trilogy remaster. Although I'm a big fan of Mass Effect, I'm not that interested, and I'd prefer a more intensive overhaul to update gameplay. What does the cast think on this, and what should be done with the Mass Effect IP?"
Bennett.
I like the idea of a re-release, but I'm kind of with this guy. They would have to do something about the gameplay in 1 at least.
Mm.
I think 3's all right, just about.
And 2's like a bit slow, but
What
otherwise-
if they Resident Evil remade?
They won't.
Like
Imagine
actually,
if they Resident Evil remade the trilogy, but actually like finished
Fixed
Mass Effect
it.
3.
yeah.
just never happened.
It'll be the same type of thing as the new Command and Conquer remastered.
But I was reading about why they went that direction for Mass Effect 3. Because I'd forgotten it was apparently all because of that leak. Like the game leaked and the story was all going to be around like dark energy and stuff like that. But because it leaked and they were so upset about it, they shifted internally and changed the story wildly because they thought it like ruined the surprise. So
The Last of Us.
yeah, like all of the Last of Us leaked, but I suppose it was too late by then. Too late. But yeah, Mass Effect 1, I can't see playing that game unless it was
No, hell no.
wildly updated. That
game
game's
sucks.
super old now. But yeah.
And it's quite shit, actually. Outside of the actual quest, it's like there's not that much great.
I like Mass Effect 1 in my memory.
Yeah.
I like
And
it.
the way
It's great.
the like structure of the story is cool with the different planets, and they're like, it's all one connected story, but each planet is its own side story too. I just like that.
Think about it. There's no way they can release and remaster that game with the Mako. No,
They
impossible.
could fix the Mako, surely.
No, they'd
Yeah,
have to
easy.
remake the entire fucking game to fix the Mako. That thing's fucked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Remake the whole thing. It sucks.
Yeah, and as far as where to take the franchise, I would
Leave
be
it.
okay with just putting it away for a long time, honestly. You need space between Andromeda. You need to let people forget.
It's been a while since Andromeda, though.
But yeah, that's why it would be good to do like a proper re-release where update it and make it playable. And then work on like an actual Mass Effect game where you don't have like a B team making it and you just follow the formula of what made the games work originally.
You return to formula.
Yeah, return to the fucking formula.
Back to formula?
Spider-Man 1 split up
Back to
style.
formula.
Yeah. Or just accept that most franchises that were good growing up are shit now. And we just got to live in that future and look towards the new things.
Look to the future.
Hope for the future.
It's getting cringier.
That's it then, fellas. We're done. That's episode 13. Why?
What? Why?
Well, Jim, because I got diarrhea, that's why.
Oh,
Ah.
And that's been episode
very
13.
funny.
Oh, come on. Jesus. This fucking irony has to end soon. Alright?
Oh,
Alright? Any final words before I fucking end this?
Fuck you.